Hello and welcome to Qualifier 8, Vail Season 1 on the road to the Miami Major. I'm joined by Lamp28. How you doing?
I am doing beautiful, Radar. How are you today on this wonderful, wonderful afternoon?
Dude, I'm psyched, dude. I was watching the matches yesterday. I stayed all the way through the the downtime and everything, and I was just green with envy all the way through that I wasn't casting and I wasn't getting to, I had to pretend to be doing work at work. So yeah, no, I'm super psyched to be here right now. We're in for a crazy good bunch of games, as it is the last day to qualify for the playoffs.
Yes, it is. It's been a heck of a road this whole entire month. 8 total qualifiers. Here we are, day number 8, and we have 18 teams? It looks like 17 to 18 teams. Yeah. I think 17 signed up for today. So ought to be a great show. A few from yesterday that didn't quite make the top 6, and some brand new ones as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of teams I don't recognize. In fact, if I'm telling the truth, most of the teams I don't recognize. So I'm really interested to see what they have to bring to the table. I know we're casting Orbit versus Limerux, who played yesterday, who didn't quite make the cut. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys have. And I've said it time and time again, like there's no danger in going into qualifiers with the knowledge that you probably won't qualify on that round, because you're building up your your skill set and everything. And hopefully we'll see that today with both these teams having picked up and learned what they did wrong yesterday, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And even if you just got key, I mean, I saw people just asking for keys yesterday and this morning to play today. So like you said, it's free. There's no shame, no harm in trying to do it. Just get out there and dive right in, get a good feeling of the game, what it's like to be in the competitive scene, and prepare for all the future events that we're going to have. This is only the first one, folks. I mean, this is not a one and done by any means. So just because you didn't make it or can't play, stay tuned. This is a 2.5 month basically small season, small tournament, and there's plenty more to come in the future. Absolutely.
I mean, remember that, especially if you're a new team starting up, or even if you're an existing team, you should be paying attention to these matches, especially when you get to the playoffs. And of course, no doubt when we get to the Miami Major, because that's where you'll see all the best players. You'll be seeing what other teams are doing right, what the individual players doing, what the teamwork, how the hegemony is working, how the setups are working. Not watch, note it all down, learn from it, pick it up, try and emulate, try and improve on. But anyway, Qualifier 8, dude, this is, it was a month ago when we started the qualifiers near enough. And, Qualifier 1, you're like, well, okay, we got Qualifier 1, we've got Qualifier 2. Okay, we didn't make the cut, but you can always do next week. This is it though. This is the cutoff. This is it. This is for all the marbles, people who've relaxed too much or left it a bit too late, are here today, right? These are the teams who either haven't made the cutoff or weren't able to compete in previous weeks, or just put a team together, or couldn't find this, whatever the reason. This is it. There is no tomorrow for as far as qualifying is concerned. So it's all to play for today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I think we're going to get started here very soon. Oh, we still only got 7 out of 10 joining. I saw the timer run down, but I guess they're going to stay in a bit of the warm-up stage for a little bit, yeah. But yeah, I mean, we got Suna still. One more time for Suna. I mean, it's been Suna all month. I can't wait to cast and play some other maps. But it's good to have that qualifier on that one and only map, and everybody's got fair advantage, equal advantage all the way across the board. But it's going to be interesting to finally get to see some of those other maps being played and casted. But yeah.
Yeah, you guys are in for an absolute delight. Kitty is a visual marvel. I really like it. If you've only been watching via IVRL, and you've only been doing it via the qualifiers, you won't have seen Ma, you won't have seen Kitty. Two very, very tactically different maps to Suna. Very different art style and design. Both bring completely different things to the match. And Kitty is my favorite map by far visually. It's got a lot of great design aesthetics, and it's actually a really great competitive map as well. So I'm looking forward to casting that. I'm looking forward to seeing it getting played and see what teams have brought to the table and prepped for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Kitty is beautiful. I mean, all the maps, honestly, are aesthetically gorgeous. I mean, the detail, the lining, the amount of time and energy that's been put into it, the lore behind it. Even if we have time, if things still are not starting here soon, we could even play that map explainer video. It's kind of the lore behind the game and behind Suna as well. The devs have just done an amazing job with everything.
They really have. They really have. And they've put their own stamp on everything, right? You could go through any VR FPS multiplayer shooter and you could show me a picture of Vail on any one of the maps, and I'd immediately be able to pick out, right, that one's Vail. Like, and I couldn't do that with lots of the others. You'd just be like, I have no idea. That could be any one of them. But with Vail, it's got a very, very distinctive design aesthetic.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like we're still only got 8.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's even sides at least. If they decide to start off right now, at least it's 4 versus 4 rather than 5 versus 3 or whatever.
Yeah, they are running down. Now we got 9. So they're running down the timer, 25 seconds. So possibly starting here. But yeah. Orbit, Boris, Limerux. These guys both played yesterday, so it's going to be interesting to see what they've learned and if they can get to that point today.
Is that how you spell Limerix? Because I'm reading it as Limerux.
Limerux. Hey, I mean,
it could be. I don't know.
We can call it whatever. We can call it whatever we want.
I do numbers and I don't do letters. Okay, we're going live. 5 versus 4. Orbit as the Colonials with the number advantage right now. Pistol only round 1. Yeah, love to see it. You hate to play it, or at least I hate to play it because I suck with the pistols.
It's because you mentally hate it. And if you start mentally loving it, this could change.
I love this team already. Look, they've got like the clan tags, LR. That means to me that these guys have played outside of this game and other games maybe. Or they
think of the casters. Team. They think of the casters, so we know that that's Limerix team.
Ah, dude. It looks like a site A push. Aggression from Sleepy. He's pushing straight in. Asula and Death by Paris just next to each other. Death Paris running into the smoke. Picks up one. Gets refragged by Sylvath.
Sylvath one-handed too. Beautiful job. On the long A side, Crips picking up one, but not before he gets refragged quickly by Hips.
And now it's 3.
And all down to 1 defender.
Oof. They haven't started the scan yet. Hips. Cash with the scanner. Still putting, he puts the smoke down, so he's prepping to put the scan in. Goop. Out of position right now. Gets a nade in. Doesn't find anyone.
Scan started.
45 seconds for that scan, folks. If you are new and don't quite understand the scanning portion yet, it takes 45 seconds for that scan to finish.
Round lost.
And it only takes 7 seconds to defuse it.
And it only takes 1 second for that bullet to go through your head and wipe you out.
That's true.
And that is first point on the board for Orbit. They still have a numerical advantage players-wise. Hopefully, Limerux can get the 5th player on.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around here.
I could be wrong. I could be betraying you all. I apologize if that's the case. Looks like another
Limerux.
Full-on Site A push.
Limerux is up 1-0. Orbit is down 1 man.
Yep.
Just confirmed that the LR is Limerux. Look at the aggression here through A tunnels as 4 of them push straight through. Get a kill on the long. They've completely taken over A. A is their home. They have totally secured this side. Late rotation here. Yeah. Late rotation from Goop and Asula still in the mid. Asula picking up a beautiful shot there in the mid. They're taking their time. They don't have much time left, so they... Oh, a Goop picking up another kill, and they're just slowly picking these guys apart, but they need to get to side, they need to get these kills, and get the deactivation going.
I just don't see it happening. It's 5... Well, actually, no. They brought down to 2 versus 2, like in no time at all. They still have time. I forgot to start off the cap timer, so I'm guessing they have about 15 seconds left to do something here. Sula waiting for Goop's backup, but Goop is taking way too long. Here come the final bleeps now. Goop is way out of position. There's no way he's going to get in time to stop this scan. Even if he wipes out the last 2 colonist players, it doesn't matter because he still would have to disable the scan, which takes 10 seconds. Does it take 10 seconds? 7 seconds.
About 7. Yeah, 7 seconds or so. Hey, but who's counting?
Round starting.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not about just killing everybody on the team. So even if there's only 1 second left in the round and the artifact scan has started, the round will continue until the scan is either complete or diffused. So, time can definitely go against you here. And you can't just go for kills only as if you're on defense.
Let's look at another heavy Site A. This is the third Site A attack now from Limerux. Crixby finds one. Hips just tucked in now. Crixby comes off the line, comes around firing, finds second. Putting Orbit on advantage now. Now it's 3 versus 3.
Yeah, Orbit making a rotation from the B site as Asula and Goop are rotating around. Asula cutting through the middle, Goop going long around the spawn side. And again, they have full control over A. And
the retake just isn't coming out in time. The reaction from the Site B players just isn't timely.
Yeah, it's still early on, so they may still be trying to figure out what the number pushes is, but it's been all 5 to the same side. So sooner or later, the defense is going to have to start realizing, hey, once we know where one person is, they're likely to be all here.
The problem is
that
Orbit
rotation.
are playing a man down. They can't afford to, to hold back. They have to be reacting much quicker. Goop now is in the play. He finds one. He finds two. It's all down to Cash. 1 versus 1. Cash cuts him.
Oh, man. Nice reaction by Cash.
Very nice reaction.
Yeah, but Goop was on a little kill spree there. Got a double on the long. If he could have cleared out, if his partner could have got that other kill, they could have got.
Welcome to the IVRL Vail launch season with a prize pool of $35,000.
With only 4 on the side, they're doing quite well for just having 4 defenders. It's coming down pretty close.
They are doing great. If they now, of course, the Site B push comes, and it's like they know there's 3 Orbit players already at the B site. They've rolled the dice, and it may work out for them as Azula picks up Ryan.
Ryan.
I'm gonna go with Ryan. I'm sick.
Ryan.
Cash finding Azula now. It's all down to Crixby, who's on A site. Great opening for Orbit, but then Limerux just running away with it now as they completely control B site.
Yeah, Crips really got to get that rotation down faster. He's trying to take these long angle shots, which is fine, but he's given up a ton of map space here for them to take B all by themselves. And now they can set up from offense to defense, guarding these angles and watching these lanes and not allowing Kirks to get close enough.
Round loss.
Limerux taking another round there. Orbit really need to do something, try and change it up. They need to try and break this momentum that Limerux has built up. I appreciate the team names the wrong way around. I will try and rectify that as soon as possible. But right now, we're seeing Limerux running away with it. I know they're a man up, and that obviously puts a heavy advantage in the corner from the get-go. But I mean, Orbit need to hold on. They need to dig in. They need to try and wait for the 5th player to come in and hope that it's going to turn the tide. Goop with the aggression to the center. Cash and Sleepy engaging. Goop needs to hold back now. He's been made. He's taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Sylvath.
Good work here in the mid as Goop is trying to hold back Sleepy in lower tons, but again, Death Paris needs to make this rotation and get in here and help out a little bit onto this defense as they have 5 members completely on the A site once again.
Scan started.
Goop and Darth Paris. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. The where Orbit are really falling down quite heavily right now is on the retake. It was clear the attack was coming to side A, but they're nowhere near it. The countdown has started. They've got about 20 seconds left on the clock, and the reaction just isn't there. Then the too slow in. Trade out.
Oh, good trade.
Again, is practically at the spawn.
Yeah, and this could be coming from some new players, and not understanding fully even the aspects of the game. This could be their first day, could be the first couple of days in. Maybe not played many artifact lobbies as, the TDM is also a thing. But Goop going to run out of time here as the scan is going to complete.
Scan complete.
And they'll probably get a good, some good information from their teammates when they get back into the lobby, back into the tent, and be able to talk about it again. Let them know strategies a little bit.
Right, I've sorted out the score names now correctly. Limerux 5-0 ahead right now. It is not looking good for Orbit. A man down, 5 points down. They've come close a few times to holding it, but the thing that, as I keep saying, that's holding them back is the reactions to the attack. Again, full-on A attack coming through. We've got Goop coming through the middle, but Sleepy's waiting for him. The audio's there. He's been made and immediately punished.
The defense did put 3 on A this side, which was, you know, good on their part, good choice on their part, as it's been the heavy favorite here for Limerux, who's pushing on the A side. Ryan going on the long, looking for Cripps. Cripps doesn't hear him yet behind the smoke. Cripps going to do some sneaking here as no one is expecting him back here.
He's been made now, though. Asula on the long angle. Crispy needs to do as much work as he can back here. Ryan looking for him. They're not going to... Asula taking out Silva with a Vector at long range. Crispy on the back line. Ryan finally picking him up. Cash going around from Asula in the middle ground. Unexpected.
Yeah, good work there. Good rotations. I mean, the defense got there a little bit quicker that time, but again, being down a man is going to be tough on them no matter what their decisions are going to be. 5v4 is not fun on this map by any means. Limerux spreading out here on the offense. Looks like they're doing a little bit of 3-2. Maybe focusing mid here as they couple go through the garage, and they're going to meet up on the catwalk side. Defense put 3 on A again, as it has been Limerux's favorite, but now they're all pushing onto the B. Let's see how quickly the rotations do come out.
Full-on B-site short push. Asula, the only defender. He's not ready at all. Could he not hear all of the audio from the footsteps? I guess not, because his gun was down. Finally, the 5th Orbit player arrives, but it's going to be 7-0 by the time he gets in.
Scan started.
I'm not counting out Orbit just yet, but they are on the back foot. 5 on site. They completely control it. And again, like, the retake is just so lacking inspiration from Orbit.
Yeah, Cash has got his work cut out for him here as he throws a nice grenade, but then Goop decides to move around and go to the lower side, the underpass.
Darth Paris and Crispy trying to do the long push now, but Hips and Ryan holding it with Sleepy on the back line. They don't have time for this. They do not have time to be poking around. Scan is about to finish. Hips with a drop shot onto Goop. You love to see it.
Complete. Round lost.
Oh, looks like they did get their 5th member just joined in here. Anthony, MLG Pro. Welcome to the match. Your teammates need you. As Limerux taking away with it here, 7-0. Sleepy almost double-digit kills as he's right there at that 9. One more for Sleepy hitting that double digits.
Good kill spread on both teams, really. I mean, it's... I know, I appreciate that Limerix have one more player and therefore the kill spread will be a bit wider on their team, but it's fairly even across the board. As we go into round number 8, let's see if Orbit with the 5th player can be re-energize, revitalize, and hold the line. Goop, Asula, that's it, straight up. It's down to 4 versus 2, straight in round 8, with Orbit getting the early ground they needed. Now 4 versus 1, Sleepy is completely held down. And that's it. Orbit took the first point.
Yeah, and look at the celebrations, the happiness. Asula cleaning house there in the mid, took out 3, and then the long B defense holding up, taking out the last 2 there. Amazing job. Could be some really good momentum for these guys, and it's well deserved, well needed right now, as Orbit needs everything they can get to come back from the 7-1. And now they're on defense too, so that does help things. I mean, they're still on defense here, but they're going to go to offense here shortly, and that's going to change it up just a bit.
Yeah, we'll see what they can bring when they get to the offensive side of things. As we follow Sleepy now. Crispy. Sleepy finding one. A completely wrong camera angle. I totally apologize for that. The attack on A is happening, but the B site collapse is not reacting quickly. Again, MLG Pro in the open. Sleepy getting killed from long range. Gets wiped out. Meanwhile, the only defender left on A wiped out as well. So now Ryan... We can see Silvath has the scan. You can see on the beautiful UI that Silvath has the UI. He started the scan. It's a 3 versus 2. With a situation we've been in so many times, Gooth and Darth Paris, miles away from A site.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I know they're taking a lot of shots and they're trying to work together, but time is truly against them here. You're just going to have to move and have separate angles and move together and try to get, use your partner to watch a separate angle. Cash going to make that rotation.
But these guys
through that lower tunnel.
Goop cannot be going the route he's going, and that's it.
Yep.
8-1 as Limerux just shirk off that hard loss they had from the previous round. Say, no, we are still the dominant force here. Do not forget that.
Round starting. Get ready.
Last round now with Limerux as the aggressors. Next round after this will be pistol round, and they will be Rayab, the defenders, defending the artifacts from the colonists who just seek to colonize a new world with the artifacts and stuff from Earth. I'm not making this up. That's the law. I like it.
That's the lore. Anthony new to the game here. All by himself here on long A. Got 3 in the mid this time from the or 2 in the mid from defense and 2 on B. All this utility coming out should give plenty of clues. No rotation from the B side yet.
Where's the rotation, Lamp? I need a rotation right now. Brixby and Asula picking up 2. Meanwhile, Anthony MLG taken down, and it's just Asula now on the A side as the rotation finally comes in. Silvath taken down. Asula holding the line on A side.
These guys not aware of Asula. Oh, Sleepy just found Asula there. Cash and Sleepy both trying to hold down now. Goop last man up.
Goop again with the absurd. I'm being too harsh on him, but his push needs to be on the site. That's where the fight is. They know it's only 2 left. Asula there was in a great position to try and hold a bit longer, pushed out. They didn't realize he was danger close, but of course, Vail timing. He looked away at exactly the wrong time. Cash now knows Goop's out there. Comes out into Goop's bullets.
Nice pick by Goop there. And again, just he's a little bit too slow on this rotation. Needs to push. Running out of time. Sleepy looking for that angle. Finds it. And secures another win for Limerux.
Limerux
going up 9-1
away now from taking the map. Once again, at 10 points accumulative, they swap sides. The first team to 11 points takes the map.
Round starting. Get ready.
Orbit now, feeling the pinch. This is it. There's no tomorrow as far as the qualifiers are concerned. They could still potentially qualify if they do amazingly well in the next 2 matches if they lose this match. But it remains to be seen with 17 teams. You've got to think that there's going to be a high proportion of teams that only have wins are going to be going through today.
Yeah, probably a lot of 2-0 teams are going to be the ones going through today, and it's going to be about point differentials too. So the more points you can win and take away from your enemies, the better off.
Goop, wow, Sleepy with 2 bullets to Goop's head. Controlled shots, pop, and he's down. Darth Parry's in the open ground, just moving in the open with no smoke cover and not Cash punishing such a brazen push. Ryan now on Hips on the mid and back flanks. Crispy finding Hips. Asula with the aggression on A side. Sleepy comes out. Asula's going to run out of bullets before he runs out of targets, though. Sleepy taking down Asula. What's Anthony doing? I think Anthony is
AFH. I call it now.
Yep.
Away from headset.
No, I like it. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. No, he's taking a knee.
Taking a knee. And he's got the scanner. Maybe this is the play.
Oh,
he's back.
And he's back. And he's gone. And he's down.
Match point.
Limerux now 1 point away from taking match 1. Exactly what they need to start their day on the final qualifier before the playoffs on the road to the Miami Major. I'm gonna miss saying that. Do you know what? I just use it in my day-to-day life.
Do you just walk around the house?
Miami Major! Like
Miami Major.
Archie, do you want breakfast? On the road to the Miami Major!
I love it. Love to see it. Asula belong.
Oh, he finds Ryan, but his bullet doesn't pull the trigger. He just wipes over him, and this time he punishes Ryan. Asula now peeking out this B-site push. Limerux need this. There's no going back. If they lose this round, they lose this map, and it puts them on exactly the wrong position. Cash coming round on the reload. Asula nowhere to be seen.
Asula stays hidden. Yeah, they were both reloading their guns, it seemed, at the same time. But Goop and Paris here taking B, the top of B.
Goop with the scanner. He needs to get that scan in. He needs to get his head down. Darth Paris now holding the back line.
This is what I like to see, man. I mean, coming out from orbits, Goop having a bit of trouble connecting the balls to the balls.
Goop, you're running out of time.
Does the right thing, picks up his gun. Here's the footsteps of the other. Can you get this?
Oh!
They won. They got it.
Oh, wow.
They got it. Orbit. Nice trade. Nice trade.
Wow.
I mean, Goop, good awareness there. I mean, he had trouble trying to get that scan started, but he heard the footsteps, had the reaction time to drop his gun, or drop the scanner, pick up the gun, grab those last 2 kills. What a play by Goop.
Yep, absolutely. Forget everything I said. Goop is man of the match with 14 kills. He's the second highest fragger in the game at the moment on either side.
Paul who? This is Goop, folks.
This is Goop Town now, baby. All Goop, all day. There's another B-side push coming out from orbit as they hang on for dear life.
Yeah, they're 1 point away from elimination here, so it's all or nothing for these guys.
Nate comes out, doesn't find anyone.
They played like that their last round, so let's see if they can keep it up. Let's see if they're trying to push catwalk here. Silva not hearing the footsteps just yet.
But meanwhile, a long flank is going to pay off for Ryan on the back line.
And Asula picks up that kill on B as well. I mean, they got an open B side depending on who has a scanner here.
Finds one, finds two, and it's all down to Asula now on site. 3 versus 1. We've seen comebacks. We've seen players hold it. We're not going to see it right now. Those hips. Gets the early shots. Asula runs out of ammo. He switches to his pistol. Gets one.
Gets the pistol one-handed. Oh my goodness. Asula.
Wow. What
gets
is
another
happening?
One. What is going on?
Asula switching to the pistol. Quick reactions. Takes down one. Switches back to his main gun. Reloads it. Takes down the second one. It's now 1 versus 1 with 30 seconds left on the clock. Asula does not have the scanner. The scanner is nowhere near him.
It's on long B, and Ryan ran away from it. So as long as Ryan doesn't die, he's going to be good here. But he needs to get to that skater.
Yep, Asula has to move now. He has to move. He's got no choice. He's got to go to the scanner. He's making exactly the right move.
He's got to get the kill.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Ryan just ran away.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Ryan comes off the line. 2,
oh my god, they got
1. No!
It was so close. My goodness.
Oh my goodness. What a bro. You can see the emotions in Asula now as he's just realizes how close he was to clutching that. Thumbs up from both teams.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. Man, could you imagine the timing if Ryan would have peeked that corner and Asula would have killed him with 1 second left? That would have been crazy.
If Ryan had stepped out 1 second sooner, that would have been Asula's kill. Because he had his gun up, he was watching the line. Man, oof, what an intense finish. I mean, I know it was 11-2, but still a great opening match.
And you love to see it as far as the new teams and the camaraderie there at the end, the thumbs up, the hugs, the virtual hugs and stuff, man. I mean, you can't ask for better stuff than that. I mean, that's what this game's all about. Have some fun, man. These guys probably just got started in this game this week, and for them to enjoy themselves, even with 11-2 loss, that's awesome. And that was some intense stuff there the last couple of rounds. I love it. Love to see it.
Great sportsmanship. And of course, we're seeing VR, right? That's the thing I love about VR is just that, the actions, simple things, thumbs up, like a fist bump, everything. Just those little touches, those little nuances just make it so much more intense, more, you're more invested and more interactive. And anyway, we're going to switch to a quick intermission. We're going to try and find a quick game to join, see if there's any still ongoing that are worth joining. And stay tuned. We might be back in a second, or we might be back in 10 minutes. But either way, I'll be back to let you know. Stay tuned.